The example is we have goal 11. It has 10 targets and 15 indicators. Of course, I just show here 4 out of 10. So for example here, by 2030, ensure access for all to adequate, safe and affordable housing and basic services and upgrade slums. So this is the target and this is the indicator. So how do we ensure that this is achieved? So this is the indicators. And if you look at the 5 Ps, people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership. So each of these team, people, it has a specific goal of the 17 SDGs. For example, if you're talking about people, the team people, under people, we have SDG 1, no poverty, SDG 2, zero hunger, SDG 3, good health and well-being, SDG 4, quality education, and SDG 5, gender equality. And then another one, just another example for planet, we have clean water, SDG 6, 13 responsible consumption and production, 13 climate action, 14 life below water and life on land. So that is the introduction of SDGs. If you never heard of SDGs or you've heard of it but you don't really know what it is some very simple explanation on the SDGs and how it comes about. And how do people uh, implement and monitor? So achieving SDGs, it requires collaborative efforts from governments, businesses, civil society, and individuals worldwide. So countries that have committed to developing national strategies and action plans to integrate SDG into their policies and program. For example, Malaysia, we are one of the member country that support the SDGs, and we also give reports to the UNEP on our goals, on our each goals every year. And monitoring progress towards the goal involve tracking indicators. For example, just now we look at the indicators, collect data and reporting on achievement and challenges. And this is the report yearly produced by the United Nations Development Solution Network. And this is the executive summary. Okay, so at the midpoint of the 2030 agenda, all of the SDGs are seriously off track. So from 2015 to 2019, the world made some progress on the SDGs, although this was already vastly insufficient to achieve the goal since the outbreak of the pandemic in 2020 and other simultaneous crises. SDG progress has stalled globally. This is where we are now. And then if we look at the SDG index and dashboard, this is worldwide, we can see that this one, if red means decreasing, if orange means stagnating, yellow means moderately improving, and green is on track or maintaining SG achievement. Of course, worldwide, none of the country has achieved the on track or maintaining SDG achievement, I think, through their calculation. I really do not know how they calculate, but this is what they get worldwide when they get all the data. And if we look at where we are at the moment for SDGs, of course, our overall performance is not bad, 78 out of 166. This is our where we are at the moment, our rank, and this is our score, 69.9%. And of course, most of the SDGs stagnant, but we don't have any SDGs that are going down. And of course, no poverty has on track or maintaining the SDG achievement. So this is where we are in 2023. And the country that scores number one is Finland. Of course, I think for many years in a row, Sweden and Finland, they always like go together. And that is about the SDGs. You can always read the report if you're interested in this link that I shared. All right, so any questions so far? You guys are fairly quiet. Any question? No question? Yes. Yes. Hello? I cannot hear you. Something wrong with me. Any question? No?
I say
Okay,
no.
okay, thank you. Okay, okay. Sorry, I cannot hear very well. Something wrong. I don't know. Okay, and the next section is about research alignment with SDGs. So this is the most important part that most of you would want to know. Okay, so aligning research effort with specific SDGs is crucial for maximizing societal impact. For example, you want to help a society and contributing meaningfully to the global sustainability agenda. So this is what why it's important for us to align research effort with specific SDGs, and one of it, because our country already, support SDGs. The first one is addressing global challenges. So by aligning research with specific SDGs, for example, for Inform, maybe you're interested in SDG 3, researchers can directly target pressing global challenges such as poverty, inequality, climate change, and blah, blah, blah. Because if you look at the one that I showed you earlier, you can see that you have the goal, you have the target, and you have the indicators. So you can, help in targeting global challenges that are in the indicators and in the targets and the indicators. And the second one is enhancing relevant and impact. So aligning research with, sorry, enhancing relevant and impact. Um, we can see that when you enhance the impact, when you have this, okay, this one, aligning research with SDG increases. So when aligning research with SDG increases, it actually um, relevance of research outcome by linking them to broader sustainable development objectives. Okay, so this connection, how do I say, enhance the impact of research finding by demonstrating their contribution to addressing critical societal issues. And the third one is guiding research properties. So the SDGs provide a framework for setting research priorities and guiding um, the direction of research projects. Researchers can use the SDG indicators, as I said earlier, to measure the impact of their work and hold themselves accountable for contributing to global sustainability agenda, for example, and also contribute to achieving the tangible outcomes. This is what we can see if we the importance. The next one, they are use the SDG indicators to measure the impact of their work. So what we can do is because um, of course, all when we do research, we have to hold ourselves accountable for everything. So when we have this, so the important thing is we can hold it accountable for contributing to the global sustainability agenda. And of course, number 5, fostering collaboration and partnership. Research aligned with SDGs encourages collaboration among researchers, policymakers, practitioners, and communities working towards the common goals. And this collaboration fosters disciplinary and approaches and partnerships that are essential for addressing complex sustainability challenges. And when we have the last one, um, aligning research with SDG can stimulate innovation and the development of solutions that address real world problems. And researchers can leverage the SDGs as a framework for generating innovative ideas, technologies, and policies that contribute to the SDG. So and what we can say that all this, okay, aligning research effort with specific SDG is essential because we need to maximize societal impact. We have to foster collaboration, driving innovation, and we have to ultimately contribute meaningfully to the global sustainability agenda. And as researchers, we have that responsibility, and we also play a critical role in advancing SDGs. And these are the strategies for identifying relevant SDGs targets and indicators. So we have 1 until 6 here. So the first one that we have to do if we want to strategize our work with relevant SDGs, we have to understand the SDGs. So that's why just now I give you the introduction. SDGs. So you understand there are 70 SDGs, there are 69 target and indicators. I cannot remember how many indicators. I know there are 169 targets. You can try Google and see how many indicators they have. And what we can do is researchers should familiarize themselves with the 17 SDGs adopted by the United Nations. So each goal, as I said, addresses specific challenges. For example, poverty, health, education, climate change, and peace, for example. And then the next one, you have to, like doing research, you have to map research objective. You start by identifying the research objective and goals. Researchers should ask themselves, what they aim to achieve with their research, what problems they want to solve, and what impact they want their work to have on society and the environment. Besides that, you need to graduate. Okay, you need to get your PhD. Besides that, maybe you want to help the society. It's easy for me to say because I've finished my PhD. But anyway, this is how we can align our work to the SDGs. And the next one is we have to align research goals. Aligning, we're talking about alignment. So determine how the research align with one or more SDGs, because when you do research, sometimes your SDG will not cover only one SDG. Sometimes your SDG cover two SDG. For example, my work is more on, I'm a population geneticist and I do work on fish distribution. For example, I do work on fish distribution, I do work on stock management, and my SDG is more towards SDG 14 and also SDG production and consumption, which is SDG 11, I can't remember which one, and also probably SDG 2, which is no poverty. So you can align your research to one or more SDGs, and how you do that, you consider the potential benefit it can bring to society and the environment. So this alignment helps showcase how the research contribute to solving global problems and advancing aspiration outlined in the SDGs. And the next one is develop specific objectives. So what SMART stands for? SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So that's what we call SMART. Okay, and SMART research objective explicitly tied to the selected SDGs. For you, probably SDG 3. And we have the next one is integrate SDGs into research methodology. So we can incorporate the selected SDGs into every stage of the research process, from design to data collection and analysis, of course. And we can ensure that the research methodology is aligned with the relevant SDGs to effectively measure progress towards the goals. That's what we can do. And finally, you have to utilize SDG specific indicators, because as I showed you earlier in the slides, we have goals and then we have specific target and we have specific indicators, and some target have one or two indicators, some target has only one indicator. So you can use these SDG specific indicators to measure progress towards the selected goals. So for instance, if the research focuses on, for example, poverty reduction, you can utilize indicators like SDG 1.1.1 that can help track progress and showcase the societal impact effectively. So if you follow these strategies, maybe you can effectively identify your relevant SDGs and indicators that align with your research areas. Any questions so far? All right, so question. So this is an example. So from I got this from this title I got from a journal. I should have put the link here. And this is how the journal, how do I say, map or strategize the identify relevant SDGs in the targets and indicators. I will not go through all of them. Okay, you can read it on your own. So if you can see from this uh, research, okay, it is actually SG specific indicators, and they utilize to measure progress towards SG3, which is monitor changes in health outcome, disease incident, and healthcare utilization related to COVID-19. And it also targeted goal SDG2, which is zero hunger, assess improvement in dietary quality, food security, and access to nutritious food as potential contributors to better health outcomes during the pandemic. So this is just an example that maybe is useful for you. So if there's no question, I will go to the next section. Second. All right. What is this? Okay, so when we talk about research alignment, just now we look at the strategies, and now we want to know what are the benefits of research alignment. Of course, the same thing, we want to address global challenges. So aligning research with the SDGs demonstrates a commitment to addressing pressing global challenges such as poverty, inequality, climate change, and health disparities. So, by focusing research efforts on specific SDGs, researchers can directly contribute to solving complex issues that impact communities worldwide. The second benefit is, of course, advancing sustainable development goals. As a country, we get rank number 77 out of 166. So probably if everyone work towards the goal, we can get higher ranking. Of course, that is not the most important thing. The most important thing is we want to improve ourselves by referring to the ranking itself. And then research aligned with SDGs, it plays a crucial role in advancing SDGs by generating knowledge, innovations, and solutions that support the achievement of specific targets. You can know that every goal has specific targets. And by aligning this, okay, with the broader SDG framework, researcher can contribute to the overall progress towards a more sustainable and equitable world. And the next one is measuring impact and progress. So measuring impact, it allows the researcher to measure the impact and progress of their work in a structured and comprehensive manner. So by using SDGs, indicators, and targets as the benchmarks, all right, researchers can assess the effectiveness of their contributions in advancing sustainable development goals and addressing global challenges. Well, the next one is enhancing relevance visibility. So, demonstrate alignment with the SDGs, enhances the relevance and visibility of research contributions on a global scale, and by showcasing how research directly can attract attention, we can attract funding, we can find some funding, and we can get collaboration opportunities that amplify the impact of their work and contribute to broader sustainable development efforts. And finally, promoting collaboration and partnership. Well, we can foster collaboration and partnership among researchers, policymakers, practitioners, and communities working towards the common goals. And the collaboration actually enhances the collective impact of research efforts and promotes synergies that drive progress toward sustainable development objectives. And this is the benefits of research alignment, some of it at least. All right, for example, this is this example illustrates how research aligned with specific SDGs which is making a tangible impact on addressing global challenges in different countries. So by focusing on targeted interventions and when we leveraging on local context, for example, here in Pakistan, they are leveraging on poverty alleviation. So researchers can contribute to sustainable development goals and create positive change in communities worldwide. So, okay, so this is one, SDG 1, no poverty alleviation. And research project focuses on the importance of microfinance initiatives in empowering women entrepreneurs and alleviate poverty. And the impact is they provide access to credit and business training. The research contributes to poverty reduction and economic empowerment in local communities. The next one is University of Glasgow. It has a school improvement partnership program conducted by researchers at the University of Glasgow. It's called the SIP, and it addressed poverty-related educational inequality in Scotland by working with schools to improve outcomes for children from disadvantaged backgrounds. So this refer to targeting SDG 4, which is quality education. And when they do this, the school saw improvement in student math and literacy scores, confident engagement, and parental involvement. So these are some of the projects done by other researchers from other countries that targeting certain SDGs. Okay. Okay, section 4. Question, I guess. So section 4 will go to the challenges and opportunities. So let's address the challenges that research might face in aligning their work with the SDGs, particularly in terms of funding, policy, and institutional support. Of course, I think it is known that I think it's common problem in all research, not common problem, common issues that, when we do research, sometimes we have problem in getting the funding. And for example, because, we often face challenges in aligning our work with the SDGs due to limited funding opportunities, specifically to SDG related research and also to other research. I guess this is a common problem. And securing funding to projects that address SDGs can be competitive and may require researchers to seek alternative resources or partnership to support their work. So probably you work with, Erasmus Mundus, you work with the European grant that can give you such funding, but it is a competitive funding, highly competitive. And lack of policy incentives. So the absence of clear policy incentives or mandates to prioritize SDG aligned research can hinder researchers from fully integrating SDGs into their work. So without supportive policies, of course, and reward and incentive SDG focused researchers may struggle. They may struggle to prioritize this goal into their projects. And of course, institutional support. Some countries, a researcher will face, and also I think in Malaysia, challenges in aligning their work with the SDG when institutions lack the necessary support structure, resources, and frameworks to facilitate SDG integration. So limited institutional backing for SDG related research can impede researchers' ability to effectively align their work with the SDGs. So these are some of the challenges when we do research. In with SDG or without SDG, I guess it's about the same. But there are opportunities when we align research with the SDGs, because first, researchers have the opportunity to develop innovative solutions that address the complex challenges outlined in the 17 SDGs. So by leveraging research, they can pioneer new technologies, methodologies, and approach that contribute to SDG and help achieve the targets set by the United Nations. Because when you look at the SDGs and the goals and the targets and the indicators, maybe it's easier for you, to find an innovative solution to help people with certain problems or certain issues. And also towards knowledge generation. So research plays a crucial role in generating knowledge and evidence that can inform policy decisions, intervention, and strategies to advance in the SDGs. So researchers could produce high quality research that fills knowledge gaps, identifies best practice, and guides effective implementation of sustainable development initiatives by knowledge generation. And of course, the next one, through interdisciplinary collaboration. So researchers can leverage interdisciplinary collaboration to tackle multifaceted issues encompassed by the SDG. So by working across disciplines and sectors, and researchers can combine expertise and perspective and resources to address complex challenges holistically and drive sustainable development outcomes. Because now most of the research are more towards the interdisciplinary research. So it's important for us to acknowledge this. And capacity building. So research offers opportunities for capacity building and skill development among researchers, so practitioners and policymakers involved in SDG implementation. So by investing in research capacity and training programs, researchers can enhance the effectiveness of sustainable development efforts and empower stakeholders to contribute meaningful to achieving the SDGs. And finally, policy influence. So researchers have the potential to influence policy decisions and advocates for evidence-based approaches that align with the SDGs. So by producing research that inform policy development, evaluation and implementation, researchers can shape sustainable development agendas, drive systematic change, and promote the integration of SDG principles into governance framework. So by exploring all these opportunities, researchers can, what we can do, we can harness the informative power of research to support the implementation of the 17 SDGs and also contribute to building a more sustainable, equitable, and resilient future for everyone, leaving no one behind. And also, and also we have the role of technology innovation in, we talk about SDG and research. Okay, what technology innovation can do is it can enable sustainable solutions. Okay, we have technology, we have innovation, and we have science. Okay, these three, technology, innovation, and science, they serve as catalysts for achieving the SDGs. How it does that? So enabling the development for sustainable solutions to pressing global challenges. For example, advanced technology and innovative approaches can drive progress towards the SDG by offering new ways to address complex issues such as poverty, climate change, and healthcare access. So that's just one of the example of role of technology and innovation. The next one is enhancing efficiency and impact. So these three things, technology, innovation, and science, okay, it can give impact to sustainable development by ensuring by what you said, by giving effort, by sustainable effort, by streamlining processes, optimizing resource utilization, and scaling up interventions. Innovative solution powered by technology can reach more people, deliver better outcomes, and accelerate progress towards achieving the SDGs. And then the third one, the role of the SDG, we have all five. Okay, promoting inclusive development. So technology, innovation, and science, they play a crucial role in promoting inclusive development by ensuring that no one is left behind. That's the word for today, in the pursuit of the SDG. So by leveraging technology and innovation approaches, researchers and practitioners can design solutions that address the needs of marginalized populations, promote social equity, and also foster inclusive growth. The fourth one is fostering collaboration and partnership. By doing this, we are actually, we can share knowledge, we can leverage expertise from various fields, we can find innovative approaches, and we can develop, and all these things, okay, all these innovative approaches, all this leveraging on expertise can tackle complex issues and drive sustainable development outcomes. And finally, driving sustainable practice. Because by embracing these innovative approaches, organizations and communities can transition towards more sustainable lifestyle and business models that align with the SDGs. I think I have examples. So these are some of the examples of role of technologies in the SDGs. For example, this is a research project that has successfully addressed health, well-being, and technology innovation from University of Science Malaysia, SDG 3 and SDG 9. They have this pilot study on online mindfulness activities training conducted at HUSM. And what the study aim is, they want to assess the effectiveness of online mindfulness interventions in improving mindfulness level and reducing depression among medical officers at HUSM. And they did a 1 week study and they have a positive feedback. And what the research project demonstrate how technology innovation, specifically online mindfulness intervention, can positively impact health and well-being. You can go through this research by reading this paper I include here. I hope you can access. The next one is when you use a large-scale IoT-based scheme for real-time prediction of infectious disease. So what's one such example? This is a good example, and it's published in the mobile networks and application. And it focuses on people monitoring scheme based on IoT technology to predict infectious disease symptoms through monitoring individuals' behavior and utilizing a wireless body area network or W-band. I guess we have that during the pandemic where we have to do the Sejahtera something. I forgot already what's the name of the app. Okay, so it does demonstrate the application of IoT in monitoring and predicting infectious disease in SDG3, good health and well-being, and also using technology. Oh, and the next one, of course, the well-known precision farming. So this example illustrates how technology, innovation, and science enhance the efficiency and impact of sustainable development efforts is the implementation of smart agricultural practices. So by leveraging technologies such as the IoT, they can use devices, they have data analytics and precision farming techniques that can farmers can streamline processes, they can optimize resource utilization and scale up interventions in agriculture, they can monitor crops, soil moisture levels, and all that in just looking at the monitor. So that is in achieving SDG 2, which is zero hunger. Okay, we have 17 minutes. This is the final section, which is global collaboration and policy frameworks. Why do I touch this? Okay, because it has something to do with because we don't live in the silo, we live with the global community. So when we highlight the importance of global collaboration among researchers, among policymakers, among private sectors and civil organizations, we can drive progress towards the SDGs. And the first one, the importance of global collaboration for SDGs, of course, everybody knows knowledge sharing and expertise. So by pooling resources and insight from diverse stakeholders, collaborative efforts can leverage collective expertise to drive progress towards achieving the SDGs, knowledge sharing expertise, and through innovation and creativity. So it can, through this, it can also foster innovation and creativity by bringing together diverse perspective. You cannot do something or be good in something by doing something alone or project alone. You have to have other perspectives so you can widen your eyes, widen your mind on certain areas, right? So you can diverse your perspective, you can diverse your skills, and you can know about resources and you can tackle complex challenges. And by encouraging cross-sector collaboration, you can co-create innovative solutions, explore new approaches, and drive transformative change, accelerate progress towards sustainable development goals. The next one is resource mobilization and investment. So global collaboration facilitates resource mobilization and investment in sustainable development initiatives. How it does that is by engaging stakeholders from various sectors. And by aligning priorities, leveraging funding opportunities, and coordinating efforts, collaborative partnership can attract investment, secure funding for SG projects. We have more research, more work to do, and more knowledge toward this, and we can scale up impact to address critical global challenges effectively. And number 4 is policy coherence and alignment. So collaborative efforts among researchers, policymakers, and private sector leaders and civil society organizations will promote policy coherence and alignment with the SDGs. And how do they do that is by fostering dialogue, sharing insight, and coordinating actions. Stakeholders can ensure that policies and strategies are harmonized, integrated, and supportive of the Sustainable Development Objective, which is all 17 of them, driving progress toward achieving the SDGs, and finally, collective action and impact. Global collaboration, how it can get this collective action and impact is um, by work towards a common and shared outcomes. So by fostering partnership, collaborative effort can amplify impact, drive systematic change, and advance sustainable development goals on a global scale. And this demonstrating the power of collective action in driving progress towards a more sustainable future. So this is about why importance of global collaboration for SDG progress. And these are some of the, role of policy frameworks, regulation, and financial incentive. The first one, um, um, policy and regulation for sustainable consumption. This is an essential mechanism to guide and incentivize behaviors that align with the sustainable development goals. And we have framework for SDG aligned finance. We have the OECD, which stands for Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. It is an international organization that aims to promote policies that improve economic and social well-being of people around the world. And of course, OECD primarily focuses on economic issues, but it also addresses various aspects of social development, which include healthcare. Um, and what they do is they conduct research, they collect data, and they provide analysis and policy recommendation on a wide range of topics, as I said just now, including healthcare system and health outcomes. So you can explore OECD punya publication website to find reports, statistics, and analysis related to healthcare in different countries. Okay, for example, in Malaysia. And we have that. And oh yeah, okay. And what OECD framework does is it highlights the need to phase out support for activities that are misaligned with sustainable development goals and to mobilize resources effectively towards SDG targets. And then also we have the corporate social responsibility, which is CSR, and the SDG. So this integration emphasizes the need for financial support, statistic gathering system, and collaborative efforts to address challenges and meet SDG targets, especially in low-income country. And we have the advancing green finance for sustainable development. So it emphasizes the role of substantial investment, robust regulatory frameworks, and the integration of environmental, social, and governance factors in investment decision. And finally, the role of policy framework regulation and financial incentive in SDG is research aligned with UN SDGs. It can address key challenges outlined in the SDGs. We look at the indicators and the goal and the targets and the indicators, and supporting initiative and that advance sustainable development on a global scale. So those are all the 6 sections that I have covered here. And as a conclusion, what happened here? Okay, as a conclusion, what we can say that SDG and research, okay? The first thing is research as a catalyst for progress. Okay, because when we do research, we actually generate knowledge, data, insights, and that will guide decision making and policy formation towards achieving the SDGs. And the next one is innovative solution and best practices. As we can see that we have the role of technology and SDGs. And through research, innovative solutions, and best practices, okay, we can how do I say, we can when we identify all that, okay, what we can do is we enable stakeholders to implement effective strategies that contribute to sustainable development across economic, social, and environmental dimensions. And the next one is addressing challenges and gaps. So research foster interdisciplinary collaboration. So when you do interdisciplinary collaboration, you are actually bringing together diverse expertise to tackle complex sustainability issues. All right, so it will allow for targeted intervention and adjustment to ensure progress towards the goal. Number four, we have the interdisciplinary collaboration. We can bring together diverse expertise to tackle complex sustainability issues comprehensively and holistically. And finally, monitoring and evaluation. So research facilitates monitoring and evaluation progress towards the SDGs. We can enable stakeholders to track advancements, measure impact, and adjust strategies as needed. So by acknowledging the pivotal role of research in advancing the SDGs, promoting collaborations, innovations, and evidence-based decision making, you know, you can underscore the significance of research in driving sustainable development efforts globally. And that is the end of my lecture today. Thank you. Supposed to finish at 10:30. Do we still have time? Any question? Any question? If no question, you can leave. No questions, so everybody understand, yeah? Okay, so if so, you can get the slide from the eLearn portal. Okay, I hope this talk, this lecture has been, at least interesting to you enough, because it's a very dry subject when you talk about SDGs and research. So I hope to see you all. I wish you all the best. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye.